Hey, thank you so much, Ruth. What an amazing introduction. Gosh, feel so good after that one. So, everyone, my name is Jean Barr, and I run a company called Top Achievers Sales Training. And I'm absolutely passionate about sales, leadership, customer service, and the art of communication. And I got into sales 38 years ago because a gentleman by the name of Justin Dawes, when I worked at a company called British Engineering, I was the receptionist, and he saw something that I didn't see and maybe nobody else saw, and encouraged me to go into sales. And that was the start of a very, very long journey. And today I'm still passionate about sales. But whenever I tell somebody that I'm a sales trainer, I can honestly see people's toenails curling and their eyes rolling back, and they suddenly find a reason to be on the other side of the room. It's almost like I've got a bad disease or something. And I understand that because every single one of us has had a really bad experience with a salesperson where they've been pushy and arrogant and or just ignored us or got it all wrong. And so for me, my passion is about helping leaders of companies, women in business, and their teams in the art of communication through sales. But I believe that communication starts with leadership. And so I just thought I would take a quick journey through the art of leadership and share some of the things that I'm, some of the revelations that I have. So, kia ora from New Zealand. Hi, everybody. I see that I've got a fellow New Zealander on with me. Hi, guys. And so, Top Achiever Sales Training is where I do my journey. I'm also a speaker, an international speaker. And in my spare time, I am a volunteer for victim support on their bereavement or completed suicide team, and a volunteer in my local firefighting brigade. And all of the things that I've learned over the years are things that I bring into play in all the roles that I have. So for me, communication is honestly an exchange of ideas, the ability to express information appropriately, to listen to what your client or the person that you're dealing with is telling you, and more importantly, listening for what they're not telling you. And then advocating your services and your products, but building and maintaining relationships and trust is absolutely key to any conversation. And my gran used to tell me that God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, and that we should communicate with people using our ears and our mouth in that way. So when it comes to leadership, it's really, really, really important that we understand, we understand that trust is key to everything that we do in all our relationships, whether they're personal, business, it really doesn't matter. And then the next part is understanding that we have to articulate with clarity our vision, our mission, and the strategies that we want our companies and our team to employ while, through the journey, because that's key to everything. And we've got to have real clarity around what we mean, and because it's not about what we say, is about what other people hear. And you've all heard of Chinese whispers. And Chinese whispers is when you say one thing and you go around a circle of people, and all of a sudden, when you get to the end of the circle, the person tells you what they've heard. And what they've heard 9 times out of 10 is simply not what you started the conversation with. And so for me, clarity in every single conversation is around using the KISS principle. Keep it simple. I don't care what you use as the second S, but my version is keep it simple, sunshine. And it's about making sure that you have clarity around what you're saying, that you're clear, that you deliver it in such a way that the person listening to you can understand exactly what it is you are saying, what you want them to do, what your intentions are, and where you're going with it. Because the clearer you are in your communication, the clearer the person is who's listening to it is able to understand, make sense of it, and make a decision about what it is that they want to do and how your conversation is going to impact them or their business. So we've got 4 types of communication. There's the verbal, so what you're saying. Then there's the non-verbal, which is your facial expressions, your body expressions, the tone of your voice. You know, your mum said to you, it's not always what you say, but how you say it. Or what you do, but how you actually do it. So it's about the tone of your voice. It's about your written communication. So the written communication should be using the KISS principle, keep it simple, be very clear about what it is that you're saying, what the outcomes are that you're offering, so that the person can actually understand what it is that you're offering, what it is you want them to do, and help them to make some decisions along the way. It is not the arm bending, manipulating, grubby stuff that some people think that sales are. It's not that. All right. So again, clear, concise, correct, complete solutions that you offer to your clients. Yeah. You must, everything that you do, think, and say must be absolutely clear so that people know who you are, where you're from, what it is that you're offering. And communication, particularly in sales and leadership, is around clarity of what you want your team to do, clarity of what you want to achieve at the end of the day. What are the strategies that you're going to employ as an individual in your leadership and with your teams to achieve the outcomes that you want to achieve? And the soft skills, one of the things that research has shown us at the moment is that leadership with somebody in leadership with soft skills, which is the ability to present, to be able to negotiate, to be able to clarify or have clarity around what you want to achieve, your strategies, where you're going, who your target audience is, what you're going to look like coming out, what your point of difference is, and more than anything else, what your value proposition is that you bring to the world. Because people buy value. People buy people. They buy people that they like, people that are passionate, but people who can help them to understand the value that they bring. And then we look at personality profiling. One of the things that I'm absolutely passionate about when I work with companies is about understanding, and everybody has to do a personality profile. And that's basically who you are when no one's looking. And the reason for doing that, on an individual basis and on a team basis is that as a leader, you get to see the different people at play in your company. You get to see how they can participate and the value that they bring to the team, their strengths and their weaknesses. And we all have those. It's called life and it's called being a living person. But the important part is how to bring the team together with all those personalities. And then if you want to incentivize or you want to build a team where you have a comprehensive team where everybody works together for the same goal, using all their strengths, it is so important that you do some personality profiling. And I have a link that I can give to you guys so that you can do it and you can see. And if you'd like to, you can send it back to me and then I can let you know, give you some advice on how to put that team together. So leadership is about understanding your strengths and your weaknesses. It's about playing to your strengths. It's about understanding the strengths of your team, and it's about making sure that you bring a team together that is strong, but then they all can play to their strengths. And when it comes to incentivizing your team, that you know what their strengths are, you know what their likes and dislikes are, you know what the weaknesses are, so you can actually, as a leader, incentivize and engage with your team with clarity, each and every single person, to bring out the best in them, to get to let them show up as their best person. And you've got to understand that people don't think, I struggled with this initially. People don't always think the way that you think. So be careful. So we've got to understand who the socializer person is. We've got to understand who the thinker person is and how they relate. We've got to think about the director person, how they think.
3 minutes.
Then you've got to think about your relator person and how they think, because it's how you come across and it's how you engage with that person so that they've got their listening ears on. So you've also got to have, as a leader, you've got to have EQ skills, your emotional quotient, which is the ability to look back and reflect on how you are coming across, how you're engaging with people or not, and what to do to engage better. So, ladies, it's been an incredible time with you. Thank you so much, Gertrude, for this, for the opportunity to show up. Thank you for all you ladies for being on the stage with you. Thank you, Ruth, for the introduction. I have a link to my website, to a page where you can go on. You can make an appointment to have a chat with me. No strings attached. It's just about me engaging in my passion to help one person at a time to play the amazing game that they were put on God's green earth to play. So thank you very much. Jean Barr, Top Achievers Sales Training. Have an amazing day. Love you all. Bye.